Hi Stampers, it's super awesome stamper Shirley Merker. I'm an independent Stampin' Up demonstrator from Sun Prairie, Wisconsin, USA. I'm excited to be sharing this card with you. It's from my Sugar Cookie Social for January 2021. You get free make and takes in your mailbox if you place qualifying orders. And this is one of the make and takes that was included in the mailbox. And then we'll meet on Zoom to assemble them, or I'll email you the YouTube links. So full details about my program are on my blog at superawesomestamper.com. And the make and take parties will be the fourth Wednesday of the month at 9 to 10 a.m. or 6:30 to 7:30 p.m. Central Time. All right, in your packet would have been my business card. And I also included a few Designer Series paper samplers. So you all got different pieces in your pack. Just a little sampler to show you different patterns that we are currently selling. All right, in addition to that, you got 2 pieces each of this ombre paper. It's the Celebration Febreze right now. So if you place a $50 order excluding shipping and tax, this is one of the items that you can purchase. So I gave you a 6x6 piece of each pattern, but it's cut into 6x3 so it mails. So in this card we'll just use 1 piece each, and I'll show you what you're going to want to be doing. So 1 piece of the solid ombre and 1 piece of the circles. So you're going to cut your paper at triangulars. So I already have some cut because I was just going a little crazy. But you can kind of see, maybe I'll flip this over so you can get more of a contrast. You cut it at triangles. Oh, I don't know which way this went. All right, so go ahead and grab your paper snips and start cutting your paper down into some triangles. And while you're doing that, I'm going to pull out the supply kit. So here is the supply kit. Look for the Granny Apple Green card base. This is what's included in your kit, and we'll turn all these supplies into this greeting card right here. So let me move some of this out of the way. And you're welcome to pause this video while I'm going along and catch up with me. One thing that I would recommend that you do is, this is a clean and simple card, but to amp it up or step it up a little bit, you could emboss your front. So I'm going to go ahead and step away and do that, and I'll be right back. Okay, so I've run this through my embossing machine. This is the Absolutely Argyle embossing folder. It's 6x6 size, and it's a little thicker than the standard. So here is the pattern that you get with that Absolutely Argyle embossing folder. All right, so let's go through your pieces here. I gave you 2 pieces of the same size Whisper White. So one is for the outside and one is for the inside. And since I've embossed the card front, I'm going to use the liquid glue to adhere this layer. Press that down, and while we're giving that a few seconds to dry, we'll work on the other pieces. So this is for the inside, and then this shape is from the Tasteful Labels dies. There is a front and a back side, so if you look real close, the front has got a little score around the inside. Just a little light detail. And the stamp set that I've chosen to use today would be the Happiest of Birthdays, the Happy Birthday, and then the really large sentiment. And since the card base is Granny Apple Green, I'm using the Granny Apple Green ink pad. And this sentiment you really need to get straight, or you really need to put it off center. So I decided to do off center. That way I don't have to be so concerned that it isn't straight. And then the inside is this really large sentiment. I'm gonna kind of look at it, see if I attached it on my block about straight. So I'm just eyeballing actually this line with the bottom of my block. That looks okay. Inking up. I'm going to flip it over since it's red rubber. Make sure we got some good ink coverage, and we do. And then just center that on the white piece. Press down really good since it's a larger image, and pull up. Perfect. Okay, that's all the inking that I did. So I'm going to cover up my ink pad so I don't get it anywhere I don't want. All right, so let's start assembling. All right, I chose to do a lighter pattern down here. And you can do whatever you'd like. Maybe I'll flip this over and do something a little different. See if I actually can do that. Let's start with here. Because I notice, even though let's do a couple colors. I notice that even if I come back to a stamp set and I forget, or I don't even have the previous sample in front of me, I tend to design the same kind of things sometimes. And I think it's just because that's the way my eye sees things that are pleasing. Let's do this one right here. And so I replicate what I think looks good to me. And then maybe the lighter one up there. Okay, now let's flip it over and see how I did. Little different, still had the dark at the top. I moved around the light a bit, but I think this pattern actually goes a little better with the boldness of the embossing folder. All right, so now next thing is going to be to secure all this down. And what I'm going to do is flip that over like that. So I get the same pattern that I chose. And I'm just going to run some tape. Whoops. Hang on. I have the Stampin' Seal Plus and I was pressing a little too hard. This Stampin' Seal Plus, yeah, there we go. I forget which one I have in my container, and then there. Not as much pressure as the Fast Fuse. Okay, so I'm gonna pick it up and flip it over. And then I gotta make sure I cover up all my adhesive. So this is just another way, I don't have any adhesive up there, to use your pattern paper, not in a typical square or a rectangle. Cut it up and make it interesting. Okay. All right, next layer will be the Whisper White tag. And it's no longer Whisper, you actually got Whisper White in your kit, but our supplier of Whisper White is no longer the supplier. We found a new one, and it's now called Basic White. Okay. And if you order the white on the web, on the online store, it will automatically change that number for you. Okay, so I want, what do I want? A purple one up and a green one. I think like that. So what I'm looking to do here is attach the gold back there. You can use a little bit of a glue dot if you want. I'm just attaching with a little bit of the Stampin' Seal Plus. There, that works. And then I want these popped up. So grab your dimensionals and kind of go over the edge of the gold thread. That'll help it so it won't fray. Okay, so now these will be adhered about like that. And I pre-punched your balloons. It comes from the Balloon Duet punch. It's a punch we currently sell. And it is a versatile punch. I can safely say that I've punched thousands of punches on my Balloon Duet punch, and it still works perfectly. So our punches are a really safe investment. They will last a really long time for you. All right, and then this ribbon that I gave you, the white with the purple edges, I gave you quite a bit because I didn't want you to have to struggle to tie this knot. But I just wanted a little bit of a catch there. You know, when you get a bouquet of balloons, they're all gathered with a place for you to hold them. So I'm just zhuzhing that ribbon, pulling it tight. There. Okay. All right. Now you just keep on zhuzhing it. Until you get everything the way you want it. Okay, I think about there. would be good. I'm going to pull in my glue dots. I'm going to secure where I want the knot. And then cut off my ends here. So you got enough ribbon to do 2 of these. And if you don't have the balloon builder punch, oh, it's not a builder, it's a balloon duet punch. You can order it at my online store, which can be accessed through my blog at superawesomestamper.com. And then just cut off your gold wherever you'd like it. I think I want it like right there. And then you just can kind of fluff it so that the ends are frayed a little bit. And you got a little bit of extra gold. Maybe we'll put that on the inside. So my inside piece is the sentiment. Yeah, this Stampin' Seal Plus is super sticky. I switched back and forth. I got quite a bit of this left. I think I just need to get another case. So I have one for Stampin' Seal for like 3D things or stuff I need a little bit of extra holding power. Look at this. We can put this here and maybe tie this in a knot. Just trying to use up all of our supplies here. There. Yeah, that'll work. Can you see my vision? That. Maybe another glue dot to secure this down. This is the gold. It's not gonna like the gold thread. Oh, stuck on my finger. It's just gonna say it's not gonna like to stick on that glue dot, but it did pretty well. There we go. And then another glue dot for the ribbon here. Gonna put that kind of at an angle so we can mail it. Oh, I like that little addition right there. So it uses up most of your supplies. You'll probably have a bunch of these left over. You know, you could do another card with what you cut off there. And you've got 2 pieces of, like I said, you got a full sheet, which was a 6x6 sheet of this in the pattern and the solid in your kit. All right, so if you got my kits, there is a second video on my YouTube channel showing how to assemble the second card using the Snailed It products. And let me show you that kit card right here. It was a Facebook Live that I did early in the month, and I thought I could just reuse that video. So look on my YouTube channel to see how this card is assembled. And these are the 2 cards that were included in your Sugar Cookie Social Make and Take packets for January 2021. If you're watching this on replay and need information about how my Sugar Cookie Socials are run, go to my blog at superawesomestamper.com and click on the Sugar Cookie Social icon for all of the details. The designs change each month, so for every month that you spend $50, excluding shipping or tax, I will mail you 2 Make and Take packets, and then we meet on Zoom to assemble them, or you can follow along on my YouTube videos. All right, thanks for stamping with me today, and we'll stamp with you soon. Bye.